Nice to meet you. You must be our guest here at Blarney House for the week. Now let me see here. Oh, Lily Luck, is it? Well, aren't we lucky to have you staying with us?
Yeah, I'm Lily Luck. But I don't believe in any of that. I believe in hard work in the big city. And I want to get to my room and start writing. Because I'm a novelist, a best-selling novelist.
Well, I'm Sean Shamrock. Nice to meet you. Now, I can get you checked into your room just as soon as we finish our 4-hour, 4-leaf clover magical walking tour, that is.
A clover what? No, I'm jet-lagged and grumpy. And I'm this close to writing a horror scene starring you.
Well, it's part of the whimsy and wonder package you bought. Mandatory whimsy, ma'am. No clovers, no check-in.
Fine. The sooner we start, the sooner this ends. Let's go find your dumb leaf.
Okay. And here, have this golden clover rainbow spice latte. I made it myself.
Yeah.
Now, why did you decide to come all the way to the beautiful Irish countryside to write your book? Was it our fairy tales or maybe our magic?
No, none of that, Sean. I came here because I thought I would be alone, completely alone. I don't believe in magic or fairy tales. The big city took that out of me long ago.
But magic is all I believe in. In fact, magic is the only thing that's real. You know what, Lily? Let me tell you about my favorite legend. It's the legend of the leprechaun and the fairy. 1,000 years ago, a leprechaun was cursed with human form. And the only way he could go back to the other side of the rainbow is if his true love found a 4-leaf clover. But there is a catch. There is always a catch. You see, when his true love gives him the 4-leaf clover, well, she relinquishes her human form. She becomes a wee little fairy with wee little wings. And you see, that's the trade. Human form or happily ever after. Or maybe, just maybe, there can be both.
Wow, Sean, that's better than any other book I've ever read or written. If only that story were true.
Well, you see, lassie, in these parts of Ireland, sometimes truth is stranger than fiction.
Sean, whoa, look at this! A 4-leaf clover! And right after you told me that amazing story. What are the chances? Here, since you care so much about the story, I want you to have it. Take it.
Wait, Lily. Before you hand me that clover, there's something I need to tell you. That legend, 'tis not a story. I'm the leprechaun. And as much as I'd love to get to the other side of the rainbow to get me pot of gold, you could turn into a fairy. And that would mean you wouldn't finish your book and return to the big city. So you've got a big decision to make.
Sean, that story was real?
Yes, I told you that magic is the only thing that's real. Were you not listening?
I don't care about books or my dreams anymore. Why would I write a book when I can live a real-life fairy tale with you? Take the clover, Sean, and toss me over the rainbow.
Ah, look at this. I'm a leprechaun again. And you're still, well, you. So I guess we really can have it both ways, no matter how unlikely. Oh, Lily, look, I love you.
Great job, you two. That ending might be a bit rushed, but it's getting there.
Okay, Chris, I love the romance and the latte.
Thanks, Phil. I have so many Hallmark holiday movie ideas in my head, but for some reason I just can't get anyone to buy my work. I can't even count the number of script ideas I've sent them over the last few years. Maybe it's my endings.
Oh, we are well aware, Chris. We've acted out so many in our little writer's workshop. Say, is it okay if I give you one note?
Of course. That's why we have a writer's workshop. And I've got lots more ideas to tinker with. Maybe I'll find some more time tonight.
Well, I'm not complaining, but don't all these plots seem a bit, well, identical? I mean, the love stories that start with bad feelings and misunderstandings that always work out with about 10 minutes to go in the show. And it would take a miracle for you to be one of the writers chosen by Hallmark. There must be thousands of people sending in stories.
She's right, Chris, but that's not the whole story. After all, Mountainville loves you, and we know how much you love us back. Every nickel you make, donate to the town, to the underground theater troupe, to the Society for the Preservation of Chocolate Carts in Small Towns, to the annual Christmas tree lighting ceremony.
I do love our town, and that is most important. But I can't stop hoping that Hallmark will notice me someday.
Hi, I'm Margot, one of your narrators today. Another Reader's Theater show where I'm expected to fill in all the boring gaps while everybody else gets the good lines.
Welcome to our show, everyone. I am Noelle, Margot's partner in keeping our story moving along, and happy to do that. Oh, what a wonderful day to share a tale with snowflakes dancing and joy without fail.
Oh, please. I think we both know that we are a clunky device to help the audience connect all the pieces of our plot. But I feel good about that, really. I don't think of myself as a crutch for the author of this little play or a shortcut. I am somebody.
Oh, Margot, why so glum? These good people did not come here to join your pity party. Now, to get on with it, Kris Kringle's Writer's Workshop is in session. In Mountainville's cozy library they meet, where in holiday stories and romance they compete.
Yes, well put, but enough with the rhymed couplets, for heaven's sake. We opened with a St. Patrick's Day plot, of course, showing that this show casts a wider net than just Christmas. Although it's safe to guess that Christmas is where we will end up.
Their sketches span from springtime's gentle May to autumn harvest and Thanksgiving Day. Kris is a bit late in arriving, so the others are beginning to share without him, and Mabel, a young aspiring writer, is just finishing reading from her latest draft. It's so awesome.
As his hand brushed the young librarians, he felt the spark, and she felt it too. And then he realized the true Christmas miracle was returning his overdue books.
Now that's what I call a thriller, Mabel.
It's a parable, Jasper, a story about redemption and responsible borrowing.
I love it, Mabel. Maybe Hallmark will take it for their new Library Love series. There's Christmas Vineyard series and another about Christmas lighthouses. Why not more Christmas library stories?
That's a great idea, Ned. Remember last year's The Book of Love, the Christmas chapter?
Oh, that's the one with the widowed librarian who falls for a mysterious book restorer with a tragic past?
Right, Ruby, and better hair than any man I've ever met in Mountainville.
Wait, hold on now. We're not competing with Hollywood hair, I hope. We're just telling stories from the heart.
Yeah, but Hallmark's got production value, Ned. Snow machines, city skylines, drone shots.
Hello, everyone, or as we say, the Mountainville Hallmark Collective. And sorry I'm late. There was a toy emergency down at the shop that I had to take care of. But let's get back to tonight's goal. We're each pitching one new Hallmark-worthy holiday story. Remember, heartfelt, wholesome, and nobody dies.
Glad you made it, Chris. Mabel already shared, but I'll go next. It's called Mistletoe and Mortgage Payments. A widowed single mom, based on me, falls in love with a mysterious stranger, also based on me, who turns out to be the CEO of Christmas.
What does that even mean, the CEO of Christmas?
It means he has a big heart and a bigger budget.
Beautiful premise, Ruby. Maybe add a scene where they rescue a snowman from foreclosure.
Oh, okay, my turn. Mine's called A Latte Love. It's about a barista who accidentally serves peppermint syrup to the town mayor, starts a holiday romance over whipped cream.
So your plot is coffee?
No, it's about forgiveness and foam art.
Does it explode?
No!
Then it needs something. Maybe the espresso machine malfunctions during a snowstorm?
Ah, the tension between caffeine and compassion. I like it.
Mine's called Deck the Brands. It's about a marketing consultant who turns a struggling ornament shop into a viral sensation. Tagline, because Christmas is one big campaign.
That sounds like an ad, not a movie.
Exactly. Synergy, baby.
Sounds a bit bloodless. Does anyone even kiss in your story?
They, high five after a successful rebrand. That's practically intimacy.
Penny, you're next. I know you're not keen on this assignment, but let's hear your pitch.
Fine. Silent night, cynical night. A guy who hates Christmas gets snowed in at a lodge full of sentimental weirdos. He learns nothing. The power goes out and everyone's miserable.
That's awful.
Well, I love it.
Oh, please. You're dating Penny, so you can't be objective.
Mr. Kringle, I thought this was supposed to be a safe space.
Penny is right, Ruby, and all these are wonderful starts. What they need is a bit more heart. Remember, every great holiday story has three things: a wish, a misunderstanding, and maybe a redemption arc involving baked goods.
So, a cookie bake-off?
Always. All right, everyone. Yes, Ruby?
I have another idea to share, real quick.
Always the go-getter.
It's called Reindeer Romance. A snowbound woman meets a talking reindeer and,
Not again, Ruby.
well, he's different this time. He has amnesia.
All right. Let's mark that down as magical realism, and maybe cut down on the reindeer dialogue.
You said to write what we know, and I've been feeding reindeer since 1982.
Ruby, you're a little hung up on the flying Arctic deer. Say, there's someone who we haven't heard from yet. What's your story this year, Mr. Kringle?
Oh, just a little thing called a toy maker's Christmas. A humble craftsman writes script after script that no one wants, until one day he meets a cynical big city lawyer who changes everything.
Sounds autobiographical or maybe aspirational.
If only it could all come true.
Say, maybe we could combine our ideas? One big movie. A barista meets a marketing guy who hires a single mom whose snowed-in handyman saves the town from exploding espresso machines.
And they all fall in love?
Yes, with Christmas itself.
Oh.
All right, team. All right, again. All these ideas are worth more discussion next week. We'll workshop dialogue. Remember, every line should sparkle like tinsel, and every story should end with hope.
Our riders hurry out into the winter night to mountain homes where dreams take snowy flight. while Chris need only climb the creaking stairway to wood-paneled warmth and screenplays everywhere.
Oi, enough with the poetry. Chris sits on an old typewriter and types "The End" on a script treatment titled "Pumpkins and Love for Dinner." He signs the cover page, written by Chris Kringle. Chris thinks that maybe this one will find a home. Bah, humbug.
Chris settles back. Chris settles back and lets his mind take flight to play the scene unfolding in the night.
Well, hello there. Welcome to the small town pumpkin patch farm. I'm Jack O'Leary, kind of like Jack-o'-lantern, but no relation. Who do I have the pleasure of meeting?
I'm Autumn Frost. This is my family farm. I just inherited it. What are you doing here?
Wait, you're the Autumn Frost, Susan and Teddy's granddaughter? I love them like my own parents, who I never had because I was orphaned at birth. I was so sad when your grandparents passed away, but I'm glad that you're here now to uphold their legacy and save this pumpkin patch.
Yeah, I'm their granddaughter, but I'm here to sell this heavily indebted farm that I didn't want, that I inherited, because I have bigger dreams than this pumpkin patch.
Here, drink this pumpkin spice latte and walk with me. I gotta know what dreams you have that are bigger than this here pumpkin patch. So, Autumn, what are you carving out in this world?
Well, I moved to the big city to become famous, and I'm going to sell this farm, open up a restaurant, and fulfill my dream of becoming a big city chef.
Well, if you're looking to sell the farm, please give me a chance. It would be near impossible. But if I could sell all of these pumpkins, by the end of the season, I'd have enough money to get this farm out of debt and buy it back from you.
You'll never be able to do that, Jack. Look at all these pumpkins.
Maybe so, but at least let me show you around the farm before it's gone. Here's the corn maze. Folks often have trouble finding their way in there. Sometimes you gotta get lost to get found. Now, here, check out this pumpkin. He was born here. His name is Teddy, named after your granddaddy. You know what, Miss Frost? You're as cold as your name implies if you still want to sell this beautiful place after everything I've shown you.
Well, wait. I've changed my mind. I do want to save this pumpkin patch. Since I'm a chef, I wrote this book with nothing but pumpkin recipes in it. But I never published it. We could get it printed. It'll send the town into a frenzy, and everyone will want to buy a pumpkin from this pumpkin patch.
Autumn, this book is amazing. Pumpkin stew, pumpkin pie, pumpkin burgers, pumpkin recipes. Man, the town's gonna love this. Wow, Autumn, we did it. We sold every pumpkin, and now I have the money to buy your farm back.
Oh, no, Jack. You keep your money.
What? I thought we had a deal.
I've got a better deal, Jack. I'm staying. Yes. We're gonna get married and raise our little pumpkins together. I don't need to open a restaurant to get a Michelin star. You're my star.
Well, Miss Frost, I just knew you weren't as cold as your name. I love you.
That might be my best one yet. I'll send it off to Hallmark tomorrow morning. But I do have this other Halloween script that has a little more oomph, but still with a happy ending. Maybe sending 2 scripts will give me an edge.
You thought we were moving on, isn't that true? But you can't have too much romance for me and for you.
Give it a rest, Noelle. Time to go back to Chris's dream world where he runs the script in his head and doses.
I sure had fun this past summer exploring Europe and staying in hostels and breaking hearts. But now, Betty, I want to find love.
Oh, yeah. Just like Nicholas Sparks said, summer loves are like shooting stars, a spectacular moment of light in the heavens, a fleeting glimpse of eternity, and in a flash, they're gone.
Anyway, I want to try to find true love by Halloween.
A random day to find love.
Oh, everyone wants love on Halloween.
If love is candy, yes.
Ever since I came back to my small hometown.
But why are you talking like that? Oh my gosh, am I in a Hallmark movie?
Halloween is the most romantic holiday of all.
I'm not sure it is.
Pumpkins are the symbol of love.
What about this? Means love.
But where? Where can I find love in this small town of ours?
I mean, there is a masquerade ball tonight. Very convenient.
I hope I can find love here at the ball. I will start by dancing.
Oh, excuse me.
I think I'm in love.
Well, obviously, being at this function on the same night means that we're meant to be together forever. But wait, I'm late to pick up my daughter.
Your daughter?
Okay, I really have to go now.
But I don't even know your name.
Okay, bye.
Wait, you dropped this.
Well, did you meet anybody at the ball last night?
I did, but I did not get his name. Just this odd ring.
What did he look like?
He had on a mask.
What color were his eyes?
And he had a daughter.
Was he tall or short?
He's probably married.
You know, only about a third of his face was covered, right? You kind of should know what he looks like.
I've met the love of my life and I let him slip away.
Oh, hi.
Who are you?
My name is Gravestone.
Wait, your name is Gravestone?
No, Gravestone.
Oh, well, okay then.
What's your name?
Well, I'm Britta. Britta Honey.
Wait, were you at the ball last night?
Yes, and I met the love of my life.
You did?
But he left, and now I will never find love.
But that was me.
He had to pick up his daughter.
But that was my daughter. That was me.
And now I'm gonna die alone.
I think this is the part where you run after her.
Oh, right, yeah, sure. Hello again, Britta.
Oh, hi, Gravestone.
Do you not think it was me that you met at the ball?
Well, the man I met did drop this ring.
Oh, I've been looking for that.
But I don't understand.
Yeah, well, here.
Oh, it's you, my love.
Yes.
But what have you done with Gray?
It's me.
Ray! But where is the love of my life?
I'm still here.
I don't understand.
How are you not getting this?
Are you married?
No, my wife passed away in a tragic pumpkin avalanche.
Oh, no.
But I'm ready to find love again with you.
Oh, yay!
So let's start our forever right now.
And there's one more thing. I am Britta Honey, heiress to the Bit-O-Honey Candy Empire. I'm rich!
Oh, yay!
Halloween really is the most romantic holiday of all. Oh my gosh, these Hallmark movies get me every time.
Pardon me, but he'd get more use for those scripts as kindling. By the way, can you believe the cost to mail anything these days? At this point, it's cheaper just to burn the manuscripts and the stamp.
Post office conquered, stamp budget depleted. Back to the toy shop where Chris can't be beat-id. Two girls with broken toys come looking for aid. Just a typical scene in Kringle's toy trade.
So what's the diagnosis, Mr. Kringle? Can you fix it, or is this sled a lost clause?
Ho, ho, hold on. It's not lost, Clara. Just a little bent out of shape. The runner's a bit wobbly, but right now it's definitely snow good.
The other kid said your shop is where broken toys get a new second life.
All this sled needs is a little TLC. Tender, loving craftsmanship. A good wooden sled never goes out of style, and neither does a bit of holiday spirit.
Yeah, but what's the point? Last year, my brother said he saw you delivering presents in broad daylight. And my friend said you looked like you were just a regular guy with a beard and a bad suit.
Now, there's no reason to knock my suit, but it looks like you also brought a toy with you. Let's take a look. Tell me, Ellie, do you think this rocking horse you brought in for repair is magic?
It's a toy. A nice one, sure, but it doesn't do anything.
It doesn't do anything yet, but when a child's imagination climbs on its back, it can travel all the way to the North Pole and back in an afternoon. That's a different kind of magic, isn't it?
I don't know about that.
What is it that makes you so skeptical? Did you not get the toy you wanted last Christmas?
I don't know about Ellie, but I didn't. I got a robot. It was cool for a day, but it broke, just like my sled.
And just like my rocking horse.
I see. So you've had a few experiences that have taught you things can break. Truth is, Clara and Ellie, things do break sometimes. Rocking horses, sleds, even hearts if you aren't careful. But the best ones, the ones made with a little extra care, can always be fixed. And holiday spirit is one of those things. It's not about the toy, you know.
Then what is it about?
It's about remembering. Remembering to be kind. Remembering to give. Remembering that even when things seem broken, they can be made new again. For example, this sled, there, all fixed. Good as new, better than new. It has a story now. A story of a bent runner and two very bright little girls.
It does look better, sturdier.
Every scratch is a memory.
It's just a sled, Mr. Kringle. You don't have to make it sound like a Christmas miracle.
Just a sled? Ho ho! That's like saying snow is just cold water. Every sled has a story, Ellie. This one just needs a happy ending.
The girls venture into the squall as a woman sweeps into the hall. She brushes off white, her coat's quite a sight. It's clear she's not local at all.
Was that a limerick? Maybe you should go back to the couplets.
Mr. Chris Kringle?
That's me, unless there's another one wandering around in this blizzard.
I'm Abigail Lexington, attorney from Deeds Media Group. I've been sent from New York City with, well, rather remarkable news.
Remarkable news would be Hallmark finally accepting reindeer romance.
Excuse me?
Never mind. Please sit down. Cocoa? It's my own recipe. Hint of peppermint, whisper of nutmeg, and a splash of cheer.
I don't usually drink cocoa on the job.
Then you've been working too hard.
That's disturbingly good.
I'm sorry. I didn't mean to disturb you.
Chris, we saw a strange car out front. We thought we'd check you weren't being burgled.
I don't trust city tires on mountain snow. Hi, y'all. I'm Ruby Tuesday, is the name. Town sheriff.
You're quite the welcoming committee.
We're protective of our town Santa.
And our Cocoa.
Okay, Mr. Kringle, I'll be brief. You've been identified as the sole heir to the late Cornelius Deeds III.
Who?
A distant relative, your great-great-uncle on your mother's side. He passed away 6 months ago.
That's very sad. What did he leave, a set of candlesticks?
Mr. Kringle, he left you his entire estate, valued at approximately $50 billion.
Did she just say billion?
With a ba?
Why, that's enough to send every reindeer in Alaska to community college.
And still have enough change for a new library roof. And the east wing of this library looks like it isn't long for the world.
Wait, if he's rich now, maybe we can get him to knock down the wing of the library, build a golden, glamorous addition.
50 billion? Oh my, that's a lot of cocoa. And by the way, the old East Wing still has a lot of life in it and history.
It took a long time to find you, Mr. Kringle. Now, there are, of course, formalities. You'll need to travel to New York City to finalize the transfer.
New York City? I would prefer a trip to Kansas City. Hallmark HQ. But you can't have everything.
Chris, for heaven's sake, you just became the richest man in the Rockies and you're still thinking about your screenplays?
Say, don't forget about us now that you're rich.
Not a chance. I couldn't forget you all if I tried.
Mr. Kringle, I must say, most people would faint when they hear a number like $50 billion.
Oh, fainting never solved anything. Besides, I've already got everything I need right here in Mountainville. Well, Miss Lexington, I suppose we'd better go see what all this fuss is about. But first, another cup of cocoa?
You know, I think I will.
$50 billion, huh? That's a lot of gingerbread.
He stood there unmoved by his billions that day, a man who knew wealth in a different way. Oh, but there's much more to come in our story. Clashes between big city cynicism and envy, a lawyer who regains her idealism, and a tough-as-nails gossip reporter who does the same.
Way to give away the plot, Noelle. Anyway, Miss Lexington and Chris fly to New York City that very day, and they drive from JFK in a limo. I can't tell you how much I hate limousines. People trying too hard. Plus, I've never been in one. Anyway, they pull up to the gleaming office tower that houses the Deeds Media Group. When they get off the elevator at the top floor, they are met by a company executive. Oh, and she's not as happy to see her new boss as she lets on. But who can blame her?
Mr. Kringle, welcome. I'm Charlene Cedar, executor of the estate and your head of legal.
Thanks, Charlie. May I call you Charlie?
I'd rather you didn't. Not ever, in fact. Charlene is my name, if you don't mind. I'm glad Miss Lexington finally tracked you down. Cornelius Deeds was a very private man and had no close family.
My mother mentioned that name years ago, but we never met up. Guess Mountainville never got on his must-visit list.
Not sure it's on many lists, period, but, well, you are now the majority shareholder of the Deeds Media Group. Your shares value $50 billion.
That's about 1 trillion candy canes, give or take.
Of course, our legal team will help you make sound decisions.
I already made one. Came here, didn't I? Though I don't know how sound that decision really was, but I do appreciate your hospitality.
We have some documents to sign and a few other details to take care of right away. I assume you'll want to liquidate some holdings, move into a penthouse, perhaps acquire a sports team?
Actually, I was thinking maybe fund a few toy drives, and if we can arrange it, buy lunch for everyone in this building.
You're quite serious.
Lunch? For everyone?
Well, it's a start for today. Never know who might be hungry. Maybe later we can sit and talk about how I can rid myself of all that money.
That final thought made Charlene Cedar's face fall, I'll tell you. She never expected the heir to the Deeds' fortune to be anything other than greedy. She's kind of the Grinch in this tale, if you take my meaning.
After lots of signing papers and touring the offices, the limo takes Chris and to his fancy hotel for the night. It's a gray New York morning, but as they say, the sun will come out tomorrow. Miss Lexington arrives to take Chris to his first official Deeds Media Group board meeting. She's welcomed in as Chris, without delay, prepares his first hot cocoa of the day.
Good morning, Mr. Kringle. Didn't realize billionaires made their own cocoa.
Morning, Miss Lexington. Oh, I'm not much for coffee. Makes me jittery. Cocoa keeps the kindness steady. Say, calling you Miss Lexington seems so formal. Can I call you Abigail?
No one uses Abigail. My close friends call me Lexi.
Lexi it is then, if you will allow me to be a close friend.
I guess that would be fine. Sure. Well, we've got a full day ahead. Investors, statements, streaming rights negotiations. Say, are those marshmallows?
Of course, the tiny ones. They remind me that even the smallest things can sweeten the whole cup.
Mr. Kringle, may I speak frankly?
Please do. And maybe it's time you call me Chris. We are close friends now.
You're making a lot of people, well, nervous. Some of what you said yesterday to Ms. Cedar, talking about giving away billions, selling divisions, random acts of reinvestment, that's not how business works.
Then maybe business isn't working very well. When a toy breaks, you don't throw it out, you fix it, polish it up, and pass it on. Why should a company be any different?
Because a company has shareholders, not children.
Ah, but shareholders are children too, in a way. They worry about their toys, their numbers, their security. Maybe what they need isn't more, just better.
You make it sound so simple.
It usually is until we complicate it. You've been at Deeds Media a long time, haven't you, Lexi?
15 years. I started as a junior associate lawyer in our marketing department, back when we made honest ads instead of brand narratives. I used to believe we could make people smile and feel better about themselves when, oh dear, I don't know why I'm telling you all this.
Because it still matters to you. Smiles are hard to market, but easy to remember.
Mr. Kringle, I can see that you are a most generous man, but what if you're wrong? What if people take your money and waste it? What if they laugh at you?
Then they laugh. That's worth something too. I'm not here to win, I'm here to give. You'd be surprised how often those two get confused.
You really mean it, don't you? You're actually going to give away your money.
Not all. I'm keeping enough to maybe spruce up Mountainville. Those dreamers still need hot chocolate and hope. What's the point of having all that money, after all, if you aren't doing some good? And I still have my own writing dreams, you know. Say, Lexi, you ever write?
Me? No. Well, not since college. I did write legal briefs. Not very creative.
Then maybe it's time you uncapped your pin. Every good story needs a skeptic who finds her heart again.
You may be right about me being a skeptic, but Mr. Kringle, Chris, if you ever need a co-writer, I guess I'd be willing to help out. It's been years.
Then you'd better start writing. The season's short and miracles are always on deadline. Now, shall we get to that board meeting?
If you're like me, you're wondering if this Kringle guy is for real. I mean, how about that every good story needs a skeptic who finds her heart again? Subtle. And about this point in the show would come a commercial break for some skincare product. Just another luxury cream and another broken promise. At some point you'd think I'd learn that no amount of money can buy back what's lost. But the bottles keep getting prettier and the price tags keep climbing.
But your skin is beautiful, Margot. I see the lovely person you are, even if you don't. But now we must get back to the Deeds Media building and Ms. Cedar's office. Chris wants to know it all, each plot, each scene, how holiday films go from page to screen. Charlene checks her watch. She's got a plan, but she must indulge the new owner man.
The truth is that Hallmark and Lifetime and the Deeds Production Company, your production company, well, they are looking to get away from the schmaltz and predictable romantic confusion. Our research shows the public is looking for a bit of snark, something they don't see coming.
Now, hold on, Charlene. I don't think that sounds right.
Miss Cedar, we should listen to Mr. Kringle. I just got the list of Lifetime movies coming this Christmas. Listen to this one. The Christmas Campaign. Kaylee Brooks is a driven, no-nonsense digital advertising executive who thrives on competition, while her counterpart, Darren Morgan, is a laid-back strategist with a creative flair. Their boss, Monique, puts them together to come up with a fun and festive spin on a holiday sales pitch for their top client, Santa's Pajamas. Sparks fly.
Wow, that sounds like a natural. Wish I had thought of that.
Come on, both of you.
Wait. Here's another one. A runaway bride for Christmas. When runaway bride Emma seeks refuge in the only town she's ever called home, she unexpectedly falls for her former high school crush, Mitch, who's hiding his own heartbreak. But when her ex arrives, determined to win her back, she must decide if she's brave enough to risk her heart again before Christmas.
Merry Mistletoe. The great plots just keep on coming. No wonder I hardly even get a rejection letter from my scripts.
Well, let Lifetime ruin their ratings with those tired stories. Our team of veteran writers, aided by focus groups and ChatGPT, have come up with a model of what I see as a winner, just perfect for the week before Thanksgiving. And I've asked some studio actors to come in to share it live with you. Come on in, you two.
Boy, I can't wait for Thanksgiving in my quaint New England town. I will be filled with turkey and stuffing. I will be filled with cranberry sauce and pie. I will be filled with everything I've ever wanted, except love. But maybe while I'm here away from my high-paying New York City job, I could find love. Oh, look! A hot guy singing country music about his dead wife.
Oh, it's Thanksgiving and my wife is dead. We used to cook turkey and bake bread. Now this guitar is my only friend. I'm waiting for a woman to make my sorrows end.
Great! I already dated him in a Nashville Christmas. Oh, look! A doctor on the side of the road.
My leg hurts, doctor. I don't want to have to miss the big dance at school.
Okay, Jimmy. Cough. Bark. Good news, Jimmy. You can walk again.
Oh, gee whiz.
Go have a wonderful Thanksgiving.
Gee whiz, thanks, Doc.
Oh, wait. Wait, I dated him in the movie A Cure for Christmas. Oh, look, a man raking leaves. I haven't done that movie before. Hello there. I'm Cassie Roll.
Hi, I'm Lee.
What's your last name?
Fraker.
Have I
Lee Fraker.
met you before?
We went to high school together.
I do not remember that.
You were the star of the outdoor fall play, and I was in charge of raking off the set when you were finished after each rehearsal.
So that's why it was always so clean.
So, after decades of hard work, I am now the best leaf raker of our generation.
But do you rake in money?
Well, say, would you like to have Christmas dinner at my house?
But you just rake leaves. Can you even afford to make dinner?
Yes, I make it with all the fruits and vegetables and turkeys that I find on the ground while raking leaves.
This plot is a stretch.
Come by my house tomorrow.
Okay, bye, leaf raker. So, I met this guy when I got into town. He's a professional leaf raker, so he has no money.
Oh, what's his name?
Leaf raker.
Lee Fraker? The multi-billionaire?
What?
He found over 4,000 bitcoins while raking leaves.
Is that how Bitcoin works?
Nobody knows.
So Bitcoins are just on the ground somewhere?
Sure.
So maybe it can be filled with Thanksgiving dinner?
Yeah?
And love? And money!
But how can you get him to fall in love with you?
I don't have to do anything.
Why?
I'm already, super hot. But just in case, I will show him I respect what he does.
Good idea.
Even though it doesn't matter, because I am super hot. In New York, I'm like a 3. But in my quaint New England hometown, I'm like an 8.5.
You're like a small town smoke show.
Okay, bye.
Cassie? Cassie Roll?
I brought my own leaf rake. Leaf
What?
raker.
Wow, Cassie. You've shown that you respect me. Let's get married.
Okay.
Now let's play in the leaves.
Oh, look! Some Bitcoin.
Well, what do you think? Pretty edgy stuff, right?
Look, I know I'm new here and I don't have a focus groups in AI and a room full of writers, but I'm pretty sure I can come up with a better plot than that. Why, our Mountainville writing group must have dozens of great ideas we could try out.
Well, you are the new owner of the company, but maybe you should leave the script development and production choices to the professionals.
That evening at Deeds Media headquarters, Charlene Cedar has called an urgent strategy session. Not for nothing, by the way, but I wish the author of this show would have had some strategy sessions about how to make the narrators cool.
I truly want to feel your pain while praying for lightning or drenching rain.
All right, everyone, we are out of time. Somebody leaked Kringle's plans for those radical charity ideas he was telling about. Ugh. Stockholders are panicking. My inbox is 90% crisis and 10% carolers. You, Miss Blitzen, were supposed to contain this. You're my head of PR. I thought you were going to spin it, redirect it, not turn him into a folk hero.
I had a meeting today with Louise Grant, head of mindlesshate.com, and she's got a plan to rough Kringle up a bit, media-wise. She's putting her best reporter on it. But I've got to say, people like him. He's real. He listens. You can't spin sincerity.
Oh, please. Everything's got a weakness, even sincerity. What happened to you? You used to understand optics. Now you sound like one of his Hallmark scripts.
Maybe that's not such a bad thing.
Excuse me?
He's not crazy, Charlene. He's decent. Maybe the rest of us forgot what that looks like. He's not ruining the company. He's reminding people why it existed in the first place.
Decent? Miss Lexington, decency doesn't pay dividends. It doesn't fund board retreats or keep auditors quiet. Tell her, Blitzen.
Well, from a fiscal standpoint, Mr. Kringle's generosity does create, let's say, a transparency risk. If he sells the company, our creative line items could...
Enough. I warned you this could happen. He's a liability, and liabilities, Miss Lexington, must be managed.
What do you mean, managed?
Well, he is unstable, delusional. The idea of handing out billions like business cards for his own good, he may need to be institutionalized. Just for a month or two, until we've had time to clean up the books. I've already spoken to a psychiatrist who'll testify. Once the petition's filed and a judge rules, control reverts to the board. Problem solved, Christmas canceled.
Institutionalized? That will take a commitment hearing. You can't do that. It's cruel. He's not sick. He's kind.
Kindness is just irrationality with better PR. And you've gone soft. Don't tell me the great Abigail Lexington has fallen for the Christmas Crusader.
I haven't fallen for him. I've just remembered what standing up looks like.
Miss Cedar, what if she's right? Maybe if we explained things honestly to Mr. Kringle, he'd understand. He's not exactly the suing type.
Understand? Do you want him to find out what we've done? Do you enjoy federal prison cuisine? Because I assure you it's not catered. This isn't about honesty. It is about survival.
Then you're already finished, Charlene, because the one thing you can't outmaneuver is decency. If you go through with this, I'll tell him everything.
But you won't. You're too smart, too practical. You like paychecks, not prison sentences.
Maybe, but I like sleeping at night even more.
Oh, sure. Walk away. You'll be back.
Maybe the world could use a little more unstable generosity?
Don't you start believing in miracles, Miss Blitzen. They're bad for business.
Cedar is worried and mad, and Blitzen is suddenly sad, and Lexi's left thinking the board will be bad.
Gee, thanks for summing things up, Noelle. You think the audience is dozing at this point and can't follow along? Anyway, across town in the mindlesshate.com offices, crusty editor Louise Grant, whom everyone calls Lou, has called in ace gossip reporter Babe Bennett for a quick meeting.
New assignment, Babe. Get this idea. Billionaire bumpkin inherits $50 billion. I got a note from Blitzen over at Deeds Media. Says here the guy loves writing Hallmark movies. I can see the teaser. The billionaire who thinks he's Santa.
Cute, Lou. Sounds like quite a character. You want me to make him a meme or a monster?
Either one gets clicks. Just make it sing.
I guess I'm going hunting for Santa Claus. But why exactly?
Listen, Babe. He's news. Every time he blows his nose, it's news. A corn-fed beau hunk like this Kringle character falling into the Deeds fortune is hot copy. But it's got to be personal. It's got to have an angle. What does he think about? How does it feel to be a billionaire? Is he going to get married? What does he think of New York? Is he smart? Is he dumb? A million angles.
Oh, come on, boss. I've been going nonstop for the last year on so many stories, so many scoops. I need a vacation.
Listen, Babe. Get me some stuff on this guy and you can have a month of vacation. All paid for. This is the story of the year.
A month of vacation, huh? Well, fine. I just need to get into character and find the right way to meet our Mr. Kringle. A little of our undercover work should get me close to the guy.
Babe, that's great. He won't know what hit him. A sophisticated big city woman like you, but I need something fast, like yesterday fast. Don't let me down.
Have I ever, Lou? He has no idea what's coming his way.
Babe and her team follow Chris for a day, and she decides to make her first approach when he stops by the little coffee house in the ground floor of his hotel. He has spent the day wandering Midtown, meeting people and dispensing smiles, even to grumpy commuters.
Subject appears harmless, possibly delusional, wears joy like a cardigan. Time to introduce myself.
Peppermint mocha for Chris Kringle. Peppermint mocha for Chris Kringle. Say, is this some kind of joke?
No joke, but I hope we can all be merry. I'm Chris Kringle.
So, you're telling me you're Chris Kringle? Like, the Chris Kringle?
I wouldn't say the, more like There's probably a few of us in Colorado.
You seem new in town. What brought you here?
Well, I have a little business here in the big city to take care of, but my real interest is getting my holiday movie scripts produced. I've got 15 of them here in my bag. I've got St. Patrick's Day and 4th of July and fall harvest plots, so many ideas.
Really? Those sappy stories are that important to you?
A good story can change the world, Miss...
I'm Pam. Pam Anderson. I'm new to town myself and do a little writing now and then. You know, just for fun. I'd love some tips from a guy like you about getting published.
Well, here's one. Own your own production company. Here's hoping that gives me an edge this time.
What would be a title of yours I should look for?
Well, one of my strongest is Snowed In but Spiritually Awake.
That sounds like a wellness retreat with hot cocoa.
Exactly, Pam, but with plot twists and reindeer.
Double espresso for seasonal depression?
Oh, that's me!
Hope you don't mind, but here's a peppermint mocha instead.
Why should I take that?
You look like you could use a little wonder, or maybe some grace. Peppermint's good for that. So you're a writer. Wonderful. What stories do you tell?
Romantic comedies, small towns, snow, you know.
My kind of stories, though mine don't sell. They say hope's out of fashion. Nobody's buying, nobody's selling.
Maybe people just don't know where the store is. For what it's worth, I'd shop there, if the store existed.
Well then, maybe it's time to open one. You know, Pam, stories don't have to be perfect. They just have to be kind.
You actually believe that?
Wouldn't write them if I didn't.
Really? Snow, hope, happy endings and all that.
Of course. What else is there to believe in? Traffic? Artificial intelligence? That cryptocurrency is not a Ponzi scheme?
You're impossible.
Good. Then maybe you'll help me write another script I have in mind. Love in a Hopeless City.
That's a terrible title.
It's a rough draft, I guess, but wouldn't it be great to give people love and hope?
They talk, and she plays up her pan, all sugar and light, then gives and leaves to sharpen her post about the billionaire tonight. The next morning, we head back to the mindlesshate.com office.
The man who still believes. One idealist quest to sell joy to Hallmark. Babe, it's perfect. Heartfelt, clicky, morally confusing. Our 3 food groups.
I wrote it as a satire, Lou. A little snark, a little soul.
Well, America missed the snark part. The analytics are already in. You broke the internet. You're trending below Taylor Swift, but above, well, Kale. Shh. Here comes the latest update on tonight's local news.
Coming up next, the Colorado toy maker who wants to make America believe again. Can his next project save the holidays and the Deeds Channel's ratings? Stay tuned.
Chris walks through Manhattan seeking the down and out, the lonely, the hungry, and those in doubt. He stops to listen, offers what he can, some money, gentle words, or just a helping hand.
Yeah, that's super. Say, can I be honest with you folks? It's the narrators who people don't notice, don't even think about other than to figure out where we are in our little play. I'm not one to whine, of course, but I wish Chris or somebody would notice me for once. All right, let's go to the next day, with Babe Bennett trailing Chris around town and observing unseen.
Subject continues to display random acts of kindness, either an elaborate PR stunt or the real deal. Just this morning, I saw him pay subway fare for a woman short on change. He helped a lost tourist find the right train. He joined a street saxophonist in a carol duet, playing sleigh bells he somehow produced from his coat pocket. And he tipped a hot dog vendor $100 for believing in mustard.
You get the idea. Lots of movies feature a good montage of quick shots that advance the narrative. In our version, it's up to Babe and me to create the montage in words. Here's the final image. He helps an old man cross the street and gets hugged goodbye, while Babe puts down her phone with softer eye.
And now I'm crying in Midtown. Perfect.
A few minutes later, and Chris is feeling pretty good at this point. After all, the Deeds Board of Directors has offered to hear his screenplay presentation.
So here's the pitch. It's about a man who's lost faith in Christmas until a little kindness turns his life around.
You're suggesting we greenlight a holiday film about caring?
That's not that big a twist.
Whoa, we're in the content business, not charity.
Maybe that's the problem, Miss Donner.
It's too sentimental.
So's kindness, Miss Blitzen.
No one buys that anymore.
Another problem.
Well, you're the boss, but I hope you'll listen to me and the rest of the Deeds Board. Why do you keep going back to those idealistic stories?
Because stories can heal people, even people who've forgotten how to hope.
Oh, sure. Snow, romance, conflict, kiss at the end. Our audience expects production consistency, but they want something new, something edgier.
I read his new script last night. It's a little rough, handwritten with cocoa stains here and there, but it made me cry.
You cried?
In a good way. It's about faith and kindness and how maybe Christmas isn't a deadline, it's a heartbeat.
Huh? Christmas? Heartbeat?
Miss Lexington, we make light entertainment, not philosophy.
I wouldn't call it philosophy, ma'am, just truth. People don't need bigger budgets, they need bigger hearts. Listen, Miss Lexington, and I have a lunch to get to. I hope you will give my script a little more thought. We'll get back together this afternoon. By the way, I do own this company, right? Just checking.
Blitzen, a moment, please. We need to get his power of attorney before we lose all control here. Did you hear that little dig from Kringle?
I certainly did. He's starting to realize his power here. Listen, boss, legal thinks we need some time to deal with some questionable investments the board has made.
Indeed. We don't need a do-gooder interfering. Imagine the very idea of giving away all that money. It's crazy. Time for us to file that committal motion with Judge Farley. This needs to happen now.
Oh dear, things are not looking great for Kris Kringle right now. But those posts, from Babe are sparking interest in the newly minted billionaire, who is not what anyone expected. And at least some of the news seems supportive, like this report from WYC, the local public radio station.
This is the morning edition. I'm Mara Tilden. In New York City, one of the world's newest billionaires is quietly rewriting the rules of giving. Kris Kringle, yes, that Kris Kringle, inherited $50 billion earlier this week. But instead of yachts or private jets, he's been investing in something else entirely, small acts of kindness.
Witnesses say Kringle's been hard to miss this week. Not because of security guards or limousines, but because of his grin. On Tuesday, he covered the grocery bills for every customer in the Harlem market. By Wednesday, he'd handed out envelopes of cash to musicians in the subway. And on Thursday, he stopped at a diner in Midtown and paid for every meal, plus tips that turned servers speechless. Then, last night, under the lights of Bryant Park, Kringle made an announcement that drew both applause and disbelief.
Money's like snow. It's no good just sitting in a pile. It only means something when you spread it around and let everybody build something with it. I'm giving away almost all of it, except enough to keep my little Mountainville Writers Workshop running back home in Colorado.
That Writers Workshop, a cozy, toy-strewn space in the Rockies, is where Kringle spends his evenings mentoring aspiring screenwriters. Their specialty? Hallmark-style holiday movies written with equal parts coincidence and romance.
I don't want a foundation or a logo. I just want people to wake up and find kindness where they weren't expecting it. That's what earning interest on goodness looks like.
I tell you, he listens like he's giving you a gift. You tell him your story idea, and by the end, you believe in it again. And twice as much. That's, well, rare, especially from someone who could buy a movie studio.
Economists are calling his plans to give so much unprecedented. Kringle just calls it common sense. He plans to travel back to Colorado soon to lead his winter workshop and maybe, he says, repair an old rocking horse that still needs a little grease and a lot of faith.
Kris Kringle, a billionaire who may just be proving that generosity compounds faster than any fortune. For NPR News, I'm Mara Tilden.
That's the sort of hard-hitting reporting that got Congress so determined to kill public radio funding. Am I right? Facts and quotes from informed sources? Nobody wants that sort of thing infecting their heads. I like a good true crime podcast myself.
That evening finds them strolling side by side. Through chilly streets go Chris and Lexi, his eager guide. Abigail Lexington, call her Lexi please, grows more intrigued with each cold biting breeze. The Mountainville man holds her interest tight until they stand before a famous sight.
Chris, you've been staring at Grant's tomb for a long time. What's on your mind? What do you see?
Me? Oh, I see a small Ohio farm boy becoming a great soldier. I see thousands of marching men. I see General Lee with a broken heart surrendering, and I can see the beginning of a new nation like Abraham Lincoln said. And I can see that Ohio boy being inaugurated as president. Things like that can only happen in a country like America. People here in New York are funny. They work so hard at living, they forget how to live. Last night after the board meeting, I was walking along and looking at all the tall buildings, and I got to thinking about what Thoreau said. They created a lot of grand palaces here, but they forgot to create the noblemen to put in them.
They didn't forget you, Chris. You really believe people are good, don't you?
Only because I've seen it, even in lawyers and reporters.
Meanwhile, the internet keeps churning out a constant stream of vile and lies and innuendo. Why, it gets so bad that even an optimistic person like myself could start feeling a bit, well, cynical.
Tonight on Hot Tea Live, is the so-called real Santa a fraud? Exclusive sources claim New Deeds Media owner Kris Kringle isn't spreading joy. He's pitching screenplays for profit.
Babe, rating's gold. You need to write the follow-up. Santa Scam, the man who fooled Hallmark. Make it juicy. Add betrayal. Maybe a snowstorm metaphor.
Lou, he's not a scam. He's just painfully sincere.
Even better, sincerity tests off the charts right before it crashes.
Maybe crazy's not the worst thing.
Back in Charlene Cedar's office one more time with Lexi and Chris called in for a private chat.
Listen, Mr. Kringle, the board has been talking and, well, there is some concern about the future of the company if you do what you're telling people you will do.
Just trying to be kind, Miss Cedar.
You really think kindness can change anything?
Already has. You're smiling, aren't you? I'm going to give the money away to people who need it, though. Folks trying to build something, dreamers.
You're going to give away all your money? That's insane.
Maybe. But wouldn't it be nice if that's what sanity looked like?
Mr. Kringle, for your own good, and I hate to say this, the board is calling for a competency hearing. The court needs to ensure you're of sound mind before you can give away billions.
For my own good, huh? Not sure that means what you think it means, my friend.
Now that's a cliffhanger, isn't it, as we get to intermission? Oh, I suppose you have some poetry to wrap it up. Act 1, right, Noelle?
I most certainly do. Now take a 15-minute break for snacks and stretching. Give those legs a shake.
But before that, we have an audience participation opportunity for everyone. In the lobby, we have 3 presents, each labeled with a different local organization. And there's a Venmo code in your program to donate directly to the Wesley Players, of course. We welcome your donations. But here's the fun part. Cast members are going to come out right now to distribute $5 bills to random audience members, and we simply ask that you take those bills to the lobby and drop them in any can you choose. Of course, if you're feeling a bit of the Kris Kringle spirit, you're welcome to add a few more bills for the charitable organization of your choice. We look forward to sharing your generosity with our community. Now go enjoy intermission and enjoy the art of joy of giving.
Well, we're back. Time to settle in and see how that mental health competency, say that fast 3 times, hearing will go. If you're like me, you suspect things will be okay, but not without a few twists and turns. As we have seen, Chris has pretty much won over Ms. Lexington, as well as the jaded Babe Bennett.
Babe sits and stares at pixels, bright and clear. Her Chris pieces went viral, that much is clear. The headline screams across her glowing screen. The billionaire who lost his mind. So mean.
Great work, babe. You broke the city. Now give me a follow-up. Something tragic. Saint Santa's breakdown.
He's not crazy. He's good. Here's the real headline, Lou. Maybe Santa's real after all.
Sure. Look, you've got to get to the courthouse, kid. We need wall-to-wall coverage of this competency hearing for Kringle. Honestly, this stuff is gold.
You just won't listen to me, will you? I'm going down there all right. But not as a reporter, Lou. I'm done here. I quit!
Babe leaves Lou speechless as she closes her laptop and storms out. She does head to the courthouse, where she happens to see Chris just before he and Lexi go inside to the hearing. She grabs his arm.
Chris, I need to tell you something. My name isn't Pam Anderson. I'm Babe Bennett. I work for mindlesshate.com. Well, I did work for them. All those posts online, those were me.
and I didn't write them to help you. My job was to tear you down. But that was before I got to know you.
Well, that was really rotten, but I kind of understand. It took me a while to believe in this guy, but I'm Team Kringle now.
Babe, you really had me going there. You were spinning quite a tale. But you know what we say in the workshop? Everyone needs a first draft before they can write a better draft.
No, you don't understand. The media, the people of New York, they're tearing you apart because of me. And I don't know how to take it back. I don't know how to make it right.
It's going to be okay. Maybe this is your chance to find a new path, to use your reporting to make the world a little better, one story at a time.
Oh, you're impossible.
Hey, impossible is getting a holiday script picked up by Hallmark. I'm just difficult. Let me show you. Hey, say, you three random women about to enter the courthouse, could you do me a favor and do a quick read-through of this scene I happen to have with me? It was rejected by the suits. Maybe, babe, you and Lexi can give me some notes.
Now, this setup is a stretch, even for this show.
Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! Oh my gosh! I just had the best meeting with my florist, who's actually the town's baker's sister, who used to date my fiance's cousin, and she said she could do the daisies, which means everything is perfect. And wait, why are you both here?
Sweetie, I wanted to surprise you. I have been on this journey of honestly examining my need to be present in your moments. And my therapist said
Well, I'm here because someone needs to ensure this wedding doesn't descend into chaos. I've brought swatches.
I have brought crystals for positive energy.
I rest my case.
Okay. This is going to be totally fine. Having both my moms here is actually really special and meaningful. And wait, why do you both have that face?
What face, honey? This is just my face. The authentic, vulnerable face of the woman who gave birth to you.
And I'm glad we reconnected last Christmas, Mom.
Oh, yes, that was special, even for me, your stepmother. Now, back to the planning. I've arranged a rehearsal dinner at Chez Pierre. 40 guests, ice sculptures, done.
You planned a dinner? I planned a dinner. A potluck at the community center where we can all share our favorite Jessica memories in a talking circle.
A talking circle, Mom? No.
Which mom are you addressing?
I don't know.
It's okay, sweetheart. We can hold space for that confusion. Your dual mama trauma is valid.
There's no trauma. I raised her from age 6. She's perfectly well adjusted.
Look, I'm having a Christmas-themed wedding in September in a barn with hot chocolate bar and a hockey player fiance I met when he accidentally hit me with a puck and gave me amnesia for 3 hours. How well adjusted do I really seem?
See, she really needs the talking circle.
She needs a proper sit-down dinner with assigned seating and name cards in calligraphy, which I've already commissioned.
I've commissioned a drum circle and rented 3 live reindeer for the ceremony.
Oh, so that's why there's already hay in the venue. This is a September wedding, you know.
That's Diane, always trying to up the cuteness factor.
Honey, I know I wasn't there for your first steps or your first words, but I want to be here for this. I need you to know that even though I had to leave you and your late father and go find myself all those years ago, I never stopped thinking of you every single day, not for a moment.
Yet somehow you forgot to call about competing dinner plans.
Excuse me?
Nothing, just remembering that while you were thinking about her, I was actually packing her lunches, with the crust cut off the sandwiches diagonally.
Oh, please, let's don't fight over lunch geometry.
This isn't about sandwiches, Patricia. This is about emotional availability.
I'm emotionally available. I'm here, aren't I? with solutions and swatches.
Okay, new idea. What if we combine the dinners? A fusion rehearsal dinner, like what if we do a casual but elegant potluck at Chez Pierre with optional sharing circles and assigned seating and ice sculptures and crystals?
That's a terrible idea.
Oh, you guys agreed on something. This is the most beautiful moment of my entire life. And maybe you can both walk me down the aisle.
I already had a dress fitted for that.
And I already smudged an entire aisle with sage.
This is my dream come true. Two moms who love me so much, they can't stop competing for my affection. Oh, Mom and Mom, I love you.
No notes, Chris. It's perfect. With no annoying males mansplaining and offering to fix things.
Hey, we're going to be late for the hearing, but I'm starting to see why you haven't had much success with your scripts.
Yeah, let's get in there. Wait, what do you mean?
Babe never gets the chance to give Chris feedback on the two moms and a daughter sketch, which is lucky for everyone in my opinion. Lexi and Babe and Chris are swept into the courthouse by the crush of spectators looking to find seats for the hearing, which is big news.
The court's full of people who cheer, with signs showing Chris they're sincere. He needs no attorney. He'll handle this journey. He'll speak his own truth, loud and clear.
Order, order. Everyone settle down. Now, I'll hear opening statements in this competency hearing for one, Chris Kringle, is it? Let's hear from the Deeds Media Group first. Miss Kinerski?
Your Honor, this man believes he's, well, Santa Claus.
No, sir. Just Chris Kringle. Santa's unionized now.
And you intend to give away all your money to strangers?
Not strangers. To friends I just haven't met yet.
Mr. Kringle, that's irrational.
No, it's just impolite not to share.
That's enough now, Mr. Kringle. This hearing is a bit informal, but please allow Ms. Kinerski to proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. Your Honor, we have writing from a journalist, one Bay Bennett, that Mr. Kringle is naive, delusional, and prone to fantasy. And we will call witnesses to show and even introduce some of Mr. Kringle's own writings to support our position. Our contention, Your Honor, is that for his own protection, Mr. Kringle needs to be institutionalized.
For his own protection, is it? Okay, first let's hear that writing from Mr. Kringle himself.
Sources from the Deeds Media Board of Directors shared this script just a few days ago, written by Mr. Kringle. I'd like to submit a reading of the scene into the record. I hope you will allow me to call two actors to read for us.
Unorthodox, but go ahead.
Ma'am, are you okay? What are you doing standing by that broken down car there?
This is my car. It just broke down. I'm a big city photographer, and I'm on my way to New York City to photograph the tree lighting at the Rockefeller Center on Monday night.
Well, that sounds pretty important. How about if I take a look under the hood? I'm Will. Will Fix It. A handyman, Christmas decorator, mistletoe expert. Nice to meet you. Say, I didn't get your name. Who are you?
I'm Candace Kane, but professionally, I go by Candy.
Well, Miss Kane, looks like you'll need a new combustion coupler hubpack relay accelerator. And I don't get a shipment of those until Monday morning.
Monday morning? I need to be in New York by Monday night, and if I don't get that photo, I'll never get that big city magazine photographer position that I wanted so badly. And I have no cell service. I can't even call a hotel.
Hotel? That's been sold out for weeks. All 3 of our rooms. We might not be in New York City, but here in little Mistletoe Pines, we've got our own Christmas tree lighting. The same exact time as the one in New York City, and that's why the hotel's sold out.
Oh, fine. I guess I'll just sleep in my car until the parts arrive.
You don't have to do that, Candy Cane. I've got a spare cabin you can sleep in, got that free Wi-Fi. In this town, we take care of strangers whose cars break down on the side of the road. Well, Miss Candy Cane, since you're here all weekend, have some of this mistletoe latte. And I'll show you around Mistletoe Pines. Maybe you'll capture some of its magic. The reason this town is called Mistletoe Pines is because mistletoe grows here naturally. And there's one hanging from that branch. Ever seen anything like that before? I bet you haven't ever, so go on. Take out that big city camera of yours and take a picture. Maybe I'll be in it.
Will, look, this is the best photo I've ever taken.
Wow, that's amazing. You really captured the magic of the mistletoe. Hey, I just realized I'm a mistletoe expert, but I've never actually stood under mistletoe before.
You know, Will, I've never been under the mistletoe either.
Now you have.
Well, your parts are here.
Well, Candy, I fixed your car. It's been really special having you here in Mistletoe Pines. I wish you didn't have to go, but if you have to leave right now, this exact moment, you'll make it to New York City in time to get your photo. Better hurry up, Candy. It's now or never.
No, Will. I've decided I'm going to give up my dream. The best photographs I've ever taken are here with you in Mistletoe Pines. I'm staying. I'm going to help with the festival and take photos here, and we can get married.
Well, Candy, life with you is going to be picture perfect. I love you.
I think I'm beginning to get a better picture of the situation. Certainly lots of cliches and, well, silliness, but I'm not sure exactly what... Yes, Ms. Cedar?
Your Honor, that's just one example of why we are here today. As lead attorney for the company, I would like to conduct the next series of questions for our expert witnesses from Mountainville, Jane and Amy Faulkner. No offense to my co-counsel for taking over. I'll direct my questions to you, Miss Jane. You can answer for both. Do you know the man in question here, Mr. Chris Kringle?
Oh, yes. Of course we know him.
How long have you known him?
Since he was born.
Yes, Elsie Taggett was the midwife.
He was a 7-month baby.
Thank you. That's fine. Do you see him very often?
Most every day.
Sometimes twice.
Must we have the echo?
Suppose you just answer, Miss Jane. Now, will you tell the court what everybody back home thinks of Chris Kringle?
They think he's pixelated.
Oh, yes, pixelated.
He's what?
What was that you said he was?
Pixelated.
Uh-huh. Now, that's a rather strange word to use, Miss Jane. Can you tell the court exactly what it means?
Perhaps I can explain, Your Honor. The word pixelated is an early American expression derived from the word pixie, meaning elves. They would say, the pixies got him. And nowadays we would say a man is balmy, nutty, not all there.
Is that correct?
Uh-huh.
Yes, indeed.
Now, tell me, why does everyone think he's, pixelated? Does he do peculiar things?
He walks in the snow without his hat and talks to himself.
Sometimes he whistles.
And sings carols in the middle of summer.
No more questions, Your Honor.
Mr. Kringle, would you like to ask the witnesses any questions at this time?
Well, sure. It's kind of funny to hear from the Faulkner sisters. I mean, with Miss Cedar going all the way to Mountainville to bring them here, I do have a few questions.
Go ahead.
Jane,
Who owns the house you live in?
Well, you own it, Chris.
Yes, you own it.
Do you pay any rent?
No, we don't pay any rent.
No, good heavens, no, we never pay rent.
Are you happy there?
Oh, yes.
Yes, indeed.
Now, Jane, a little while ago you said I was pixelated. Do you still think so?
Well, you've always been pixelated, Chris.
Always.
That's fine. I guess maybe I am. Now tell me something, Jane. Who else in Mountainville is pixelated?
Why, everyone in Mountain View is pixelated, except us.
No more questions, Your Honor.
Your Honor, Mr. Kringle, do you really believe you can change the world with Christmas spirit?
Not all at once, but one story, one act of kindness at a time, sure.
You think people are good?
Deep down, yes. Even you. If I may, Your Honor, I'd like to call two new friends I met near Times Square the other day. They are out-of-work actors just looking for a break, and I need some help sharing another of my script ideas. Part of my defense, you could call it.
You know, this hearing is not like any other I have ever presided over, so go ahead. Ms. Cedar opened up this line of testimony herself, after all.
Thank you, sir. This scene is set in an Ohio apple orchard, and, well, that's about all you need to get started.
Mackenzie, is that you? What are you doing here? I haven't seen you since high school.
Oh, I'm just visiting for the holidays. What are you doing here, Johnny Smith Appleseed?
Well, I bought the farm from the Millers once they got too old to take care of these little beauties here. In fact, I still live on the farm, and I take care of the Millers, too.
Well, tell me you're still making Miss Miller's famous cider?
Of course. And I've already got a cup right here for you. Here, drink it while it's hot, and let's take a stroll down memory lane. So, Mackenzie, mind if I call you Mac for old time's sake?
Yeah, Mac is good.
How is the Big Apple treating you? I hear it can get pretty rotten out there.
Yeah, it's been tough. I haven't been home in 6 years.
Big city sure can peel you away from what matters. I might lose the farm this year, but I've got a plan to save it. You see, there's this big Thanksgiving baking contest, and the winner gets $50,000. And that's literally, exactly, to the penny, the amount I need to save the farm. The only problem is, I don't have a recipe for it, but I'll figure that out. So, Mac, you got a boyfriend in that big city?
Well, fiance, actually. His name is Daniel Speck.
Speck? Well, that sounds oddly familiar, and not just because fly speck is an apple disease. Wait, I know that name. Daniel Speck is the guy who's been trying to buy my apple orchard. He's been watching me fall deeper and deeper into debt, even trying to steal my crops. He wants to make this place the Apple Grove Galleria Shopping Entertainment Complex Mall. You're engaged to him? My heart feels bruised. It's like this apple here.
Yeah, I'm engaged, but I don't want to be engaged to Daniel Speck anymore. And I've got an idea to save that orchard.
You do?
Well, my grandma has the world's best apple pie recipe, and you've got the best apples in the world. Together, we can team up and win the baking contest and save the apple orchard.
You know, Mac, you've always been the apple of my eye ever since high school. I think we should get married, plant some roots of our own. Who knows, maybe someday we'll have some little seedlings running around helping us harvest. What do you say, Mac? Will you do it? Will you stay?
I'll do it, Johnny. I'll leave everything behind and stay with you on the farm.
Looks like your heart's changing, just like these leaves. I love you, Mac.
All right, order. Now let's hear from the reporter, Babe Bennett. I want to question her myself. Ms. Bennett, you spent time with Mr. Kringle. What is your professional assessment as a journalist?
He's the sanest man I've met.
But your articles.
I was wrong. He made me believe people can be better, that maybe I could be better. Your Honor, I was a part of this smear campaign, the manipulation. Mr. Kringle's only symptom is generosity. And if that's madness, then maybe the rest of us should be committed too.
I second that. If kindness is madness, we need more crazy in this city.
Your Honor, please. This proceeding is simple. Mr. Kringle, though no doubt well-intentioned, is demonstrably incapable of managing his affairs. He's given away millions to charities, even subway performers, and promises to give away billions. He's erratic, emotional, and delusional. He actually claims that money is happiest when it's traveling.
Well, Charlene, if it just sits still, it gets cold.
As you can see, Your Honor, he treats fiduciary responsibility as comedy. We request immediate guardianship of his estate under the Deeds Media Board.
Mr. Kringle, do you wish to respond?
Your Honor, when I inherited this fortune, I thought, what good is all of this if it just sits there like a lump of gold in a cold sock? So I gave some away. People needed it. The world needed it. And forgive me, Miss Cedar, but every dollar that left my pocket came back to me in smiles, in thank yous, in stories. That's the best return I've ever seen.
Stories. You cannot invest in stories.
Oh, I don't know. You invested in one when you called me crazy. But I'm not sure you are going to like the returns.
Mr. Kringle, do you understand the risks of all this? If you just keep giving, you could lose everything.
Everything? No, Your Honor. I'd lose nothing, just numbers. I'd still have my friends, my workshop, my words, and maybe if I'm lucky, I'll have a world that's a little softer around the edges. You see, I'm not trying to buy goodness. I'm just paying it forward with interest.
If this man is permitted to carry out his plan, repercussions will be felt that will rock the foundations of our entire governmental system.
Please, Miss Cedar, proceed.
Personally, I don't know what Miss Cedar's raving about. It's like the road out in front of my house in Mountainville. It's on a steep hill. Every day I watch the cars climbing up. Some go lickety-split up that hill, some have to shift into second, and some sputter and shake and slip back down to the bottom again. Same cars, same gasoline, yet some make it and some don't. And I say the fellas who can make the hill on high should stop once in a while and help those who can't. That's all I'm trying to do with this money. Help the fellows who can't make the top of the hill. What does Miss Cedar expect me to do with it? Give it to her? That's a lot of other people that don't need it. It's like I'm out in a big boat, and I see one fellow in a rowboat who's tired of rowing and wants a free ride, and another fellow who's drowning. Who would you expect me to rescue? Miss Cedar, who just got tired of rowing and wants a free ride? Or those people out there who are drowning? Any 10-year-old child will give you the answer to that. Now, If that's crazy, maybe I ought to be sent to an institution, but I don't think it is. And what's more, Charlene Cedar doesn't either.
It is a lie.
Ms. Cedar?
Mr. Kringle is drawing on his warped imagination. I've never heard anything so colossally stupid in my life. It's an insult to our intelligence to sit here and listen to his childish ravings.
That's quite enough, Ms. Cedar. Mr. Kringle, there's been a great deal of testimony against you. Your behavior, to say the least, has been most strange and wondrous. This is a hearing. We have heard the evidence, and I am ready to rule right now. In the opinion of the court, you are not only sane, but you are the sanest man who ever walked into this courtroom. Case dismissed.
Thank you, Your Honor. You're officially on the nice list. And babe, you're back on that list too. No real surprise though, you're a good person. I hope you found something worthwhile to write about.
I sure did. Best story I ever ran into. I think I've found some new story ideas to follow too. And that means I've got to get out of New York City.
Good idea. It's time for me to head back home to Mountainville. I never really fit in very well here in the big city. Time to get back to the toy shop and to my writing. Merry Christmas to you both, and Merry Christmas to you, Charlene. I hope someday you'll let yourself believe in Christmas.
Why? Why should I? And what did you believe in that made you so sure you'd win today?
People. And the funny thing about them, they usually come through once you give them the chance. By the way, your story isn't done yet, I would guess.
Oh, Chris, you really do make Christmas miracles happen.
That seems like the end, doesn't it? Well, settle back down, everybody. You didn't think we'd end our story in New York City, did you? As you may have suspected, the good guy won. At least he was not tossed in an asylum. Not my idea of a happy ending, but he's rich and maybe he and Lexi have some sort of future together.
Chris was as good as his word. He sold his stock in Deeds Media, gave the money away to charities and struggling people, and he never had more fun. He did keep a few million for Mountainville and maintaining the writer's workshop. He isn't crazy, as we have established, which brings us to one last Hallmark parody to share. Our Chris still gives plots the reading test to figure out which stories work the best. He's trying out his tales, revising as he tries, and milking that coffee cup gag to no one's surprise.
Holly Stone, I never thought I'd see you back here in Evergreen Grove, especially not at my Christmas tree farm, especially not after the way things ended for us in high school. What brings you here?
Nick Tannenbaum? You own this whole place? My mom sent me here to pick up her Christmas tree, but I never would have come if I knew you owned it.
Well, I've been running the farm ever since my granddaddy left it to me. The only problem is there's a catch. If I don't find true love by my 30th birthday on Christmas Eve, which is also today, then the farm goes to my heartless cousin Birch Tannenbaum, who's probably going to turn it into a parking lot or worse, a shopping mall.
Married by Christmas Eve. Nick Tannenbaum, you're barking up the wrong tree if you think I'm going to help you after you ditch me at the Evergreen Grove High School Christmas Jubilee Winter Wonderland Formal.
Oh gosh, Holly, I had no idea you thought I ditched you at the EGHSC JWWF. Here, drink this piping hot peppermint latte and let me explain. I had a good reason I was late to the formal. Honestly, Sugar Plum.
You left me standing there in the middle of the dance floor while everybody stared. What could have possibly been more important than the Evergreen Grove High School Christmas Jubilee Winter Wonderland Formal? And me, your date.
I had to chop down a Christmas tree for you.
What? You ditched me for lumber? That is the worst excuse I've ever heard.
Holly, I didn't ditch you for lumber. It wasn't just lumber. It was for love. I was making something extra special for you, a Christmas tree crown. I was going to name you Christmas Tree Queen in front of everybody.
Wait, Nick, you did that for me?
Yeah, but by the time I got there, you'd already stormed off to the big city. I didn't get a chance to tell you how much I loved you.
Well, I guess I don't hate you as much as I thought. I always wondered why you didn't show, but now it all makes sense.
Well, maybe I'm a sap, but this place, these trees, they mean something. And so do you.
Holly Marie Stone, do you really think I sent you here for a Christmas tree? Nick, I knew about the marriage clause in your granddaddy's will, and I knew if the two of you got back together, everything would work out.
Mom, you planned all this? How did you know that everything I ever wanted was right here, in this small town, with my high school ex-boyfriend?
Well, I am a mom, and I just know these things.
Nick, we fell in love just in time to save the farm. Let's get married right here, right now, under the trees.
Holly, I'm so glad your mom got us back together. I just know life with you will be tremendous.
Is there any chance we are done with those awful Hallmark parodies? I can feel cavities forming in my back molars from all that sweetness.
Those are done, Margot, but there's still a little more sugar to come. It's summer back in Mountainville, and the town is feeling a little giddy, thankful to have Chris back. And to tie everything together, NPR's Morning Edition is here to do a follow-up report on the town's celebrity.
From NPR News, this is Morning Edition. I'm Mara Tilden. Late last year, we reported on Colorado toy maker Kris Kringle, the man who unexpectedly inherited $50 billion, then promptly began giving it all away. Now he's back home in the small mountain town of Mountainville, where locals say he's returned not as a billionaire, but as himself. NPR's Jimmy Jensen traveled there to see how life and a local writer's workshop are adjusting to all the attention.
It's just past 4 p.m. in Mountainville, Colorado. Population 3,217, plus one unreasonably cheerful man bustling about, arranging chairs and setting out snacks for today's meeting of the writer's workshop that he has been leading for many years. Town Sheriff Ruby Tuesday is first to arrive. What makes you keep showing up to these workshop meetings, Sheriff?
Why, keeping in touch with people I might not ever see otherwise is part of it. And it's about Chris, of course. He fixed my nutcracker. taught the kids at school how to rhyme snowflake and heartache. And he got my boyfriend to watch a Christmas movie without complaining once. Now, there's a Christmas miracle for you.
Other aspiring writers filter in, grabbing a hot drink and a comfortable chair in a little room in the town library. The group calls itself the Mountainville Hallmark Collective, a name they chose, ironically, at first, but have since embraced.
He keeps telling us more heart, less subplot.
Yeah, last week I tried to write a gritty Christmas thriller. Chris said I should keep working on it, if I added a snowball fight and a kiss before the final act.
I used to roll my eyes at those holiday movies. I was kind of that skeptic in the group, but now I kind of get it. People want warmth, predictability, maybe a little glitter.
Warmth and predictability aren't just themes here. They're part of the town's economy now. Kringle's recent fortune has brought reporters, tourists, and an executive from Hallmark who came to town that afternoon with a surprise offer for Chris and the group.
We at Hallmark have been following your case and learning a lot about this town. Charming. The internet's calling the whole thing a real-life Hallmark movie, but I wanted to see for myself.
You're from the mothership? Whoa!
Funny, we've been trying to write a Hallmark movie for a long time.
Well, we think there's potential for a feature based on your workshop, a small-town writing group that captures the spirit of Christmas. You'd host, Mr. Kringle. Hallmark, of course, would provide professional supervision.
Supervision meaning what exactly?
Less chaos, fewer explosions, and more hot cocoa close-ups.
What about emotional explosions at least? Those should test well.
Back outside, it's a beautiful day in the Rockies. In Mountainville, the stories may be sentimental, the dialogue may be corny, and the cocoa may be too sweet, but somehow it all works.
Don't forget your ornament before you go. Everyone who visits gets one. It's workshop policy.
That's beautiful. It's perfect. For NPR News, I'm Jimmy Jensen in Mountainville, Colorado.
You can see photos of Kris Kringle's toy shop on npr.org. Coming up, why Americans are watching more holiday movies earlier than ever. Stay tuned.
Yeah. You're all too kind. I was thinking I was dreaming too big. A toy maker who thinks he can write for Hallmark. Silly, isn't it?
Chris, it's anything but silly. You did it. You're finally going to have a script on TV.
I suppose, but it's everyone's story now. Maybe that's the miracle, when a dream gets too big to fill in one heart.
That's either beautiful or dangerously close to a greeting card.
I've already printed it on a mug.
If the movie flops, I'm blaming the lack of explosions.
I think that Hallmark executive is right. Maybe the story's right here about a town that refuses to stop believing.
You mean us?
Exactly. You're all the characters I've been trying to write. Now I could use some help finalizing our script. Lexi, and who's this walking through the door? Right on time?
Once upon a time, there was a lawyer who tried to cancel Christmas and failed. What do you think?
Needs a happy ending. Every good story does. Maybe your lawyer needs to learn to believe again.
That's kind of corny.
Exactly. Corny's what keeps the world warm in winter.
Chris, I hope it's okay that I just showed up. You weren't kidding when you described Mountainville to me. This place does smell like pine cones and moral clarity.
Best cologne I know. What brings you here besides a fondness for altitude and redemption?
A job offer, I hope. I quit Deeds Media. I want to help with the workshop, teach storytelling without spin, and learn from everyone. And I can be your in-house lawyer.
Well, welcome to your new home, I hope. We mostly pay in cocoa and gratitude.
Perfect. Those are both tax-free, I think. Wait, look outside. Who's getting out of that Uber? Is that...
Well, I'll be Charlene Cedar. You found us.
Took a few wrong turns, also a few wrong decades, I guess. I came to apologize. The board's dissolved, I resigned, and I brought the company books. Thought maybe somebody honest should finally balance them.
That's a great start. You hungry? We've got cocoa, cookies, and forgiveness on tap.
You'd still offer me that after what I did?
Oh, Charlene. If Santa can forgive kids for sneaking peeks at their presents, I think we can manage this.
Well, that's almost the show, but we need a tag to follow that final commercial break. So just give us 2 more minutes. I know you were hoping I was finally going to let you loose from this crazy Frank Capra plot. Oh, humbug.
Some days later, the workshop reconvenes in Mountainville's library, familiar scenes, but Hallmark's descended with Hollywood flair, more tinsel and garlands than the town can bear. Fake snow is piled high beneath a bright blue sky. Hallmark Christmas in the Mountains, filmed in July.
You pulled it off, Chris. Hallmark, Hollywood, and New York City. Well, the world came to our little town and fell in love.
Yeah, how do you do it? Everyone here is smiling, working together, believing.
Belief is like cocoa, Miss Lexington. It's best when it's shared.
You really believe that's what Christmas is about?
Oh no, Christmas is bigger than that. It's about remembering who we were meant to be, and we were meant to tell great stories.
And we're telling them. This is for you. It's the very first copy of our finished script, typed, formatted, ready for our Hallmark production. I hope you don't mind, but I changed the title.
Let's see. Mr. Kringle Goes to Town.
It's about a toy maker who reminds the world how to believe again.
Now that's a great Hallmark plot. Don't you all agree? Thanks for coming to our show. Happy Thanksgiving and...
Merry Christmas!